Hey guys, welcome back to the Lucy Show. Hope you guys are all doing well. Once again, as usual, if you are new to my second channel, this is the Lucy Show, where I talk about anything under the sun, movies, TV shows, you name it, stories that are interesting. So definitely show some love, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and smash that like button, all that good stuff first. And also check out the 10 free stocks you can get from MOOMOO using my referral link down in the description below for the professional stock trading app. So guys, I finally watched my first movie since a whole month, which is kind of a record for me because since the pandemic, I pretty much watch at least bare minimum 3-4 days worth 3-4 days in a week of like movies or TV shows minimum. Like no matter what I'm doing, no matter how tired I am, how sick I am, even during COVID, I always watch at least 3 or 4 nights. I would watch some type of like a TV show, a documentary, or a movie. So this was kind of new to me, but it was kind of nice. So for any of you guys that are absolutely addicted to TV shows or Netflix or some other streaming service or TikTok, highly recommend you to break to something else. It doesn't necessarily have to be productive or make money or whatever. I just definitely think that it was refreshing to see me live my life in like a different way and how much I could get done really and how many random videos I could put out, short videos and learn about random things and talk to my friends and family even more without spending so much time on Netflix like I did before. Hi there, cool dude, Robert, welcome to the stream. All right, guys. Also, so we're talking about Gray Man, which again, if you did not watch it yet, it is pretty good movie. I'll tell you my rating about it later. But if you want to watch Gray Man later on, do not watch this video because I will have full spoilers. I'm going to talk about the scenes that I like and the parts that I didn't like. So turn this off if you did not watch Gray Man on Netflix yet and you plan on watching it later. But first, House of Dragon draws nearly 10, oh sorry, House of the Dragon draws nearly 10 million viewers, making it the largest premiere in HBO history. So we know that this made a lot of headlines and that it's apparently a pretty good show, but it's just started. So we'll see if it builds up to the reputation of Game of Thrones and people like it even more. I actually put a poll out on my Instagram story and I asked, will this be better than GOT, Game of Thrones? And 100% of the people said yes so far, which is kind of shocking. But again, too soon to tell. I feel like for most TV shows, the first season is always bomb. Like if anything is going to be good, it's going to be most likely the first season. So we'll see if it's good later on. I hope that I'll start watching House of the Dragons if I ever do start before, like the last season, because that's what I did with Game of Thrones. I refused to watch it over and over again when people told me to watch it and how amazing it was. I tried to watch it like in the beginning, I think for like a couple 15 minutes or something, and I just wasn't into it. I kept skipping. So I wasn't focused and I didn't like it. And then a couple years later, I started to watch it. And then I just got hooked for some reason after watching like a full episode. Maybe like it took me 2 episodes to like really get into it, but I love Game of Thrones. So I think the prequel would be pretty neat. I think a lot of people have high hopes for the prequel. So we shall see. If you're in Texas, any subscribers of mine that are in Texas, my heart goes out to you because I'm seeing on the news there's flash floods right now in Texas. And it's just insane to me. I mean, I guess in the last 2 years, I've heard about like blizzards and just like wild snow events in Texas. And I've never been to Texas. So I guess it's just like the assumption from my mind that Texas is like really hot and it doesn't really snow often and then there's not much like frozen roads. So whenever I hear anything that's like off, I'm just like, oh, it must be just the world coming to an end. Just kidding. Or global warming. But yeah, right now there's a flood in Texas, and I didn't know this until I saw it just now on like Fox News, and they were featuring this lady that was in an apartment, I think, and just showing like video clips, I guess she took, of her apartment being completely flooded and all her belongings being destroyed, which totally sucks. And then I think I saw on the bottom link, and you can see this on like Fox News right now on their Instagram post, but I think they posted like a link of this woman's GoFundMe page, and she said that her apartment flooded and like all her stuff was destroyed. She just moved in, like I think the literal next day, like everything just went badly. But I just think it's weird. Like if it's an apartment, there must be other people in the apartment. Why is there not a GoFundMe page for like every single person in that apartment? I'm sure if her stuff broke down or like was destroyed, probably most people in that apartment had their stuff wrecked or completely destroyed. Maybe other people had in renter's insurance or home insurance, which you should definitely have. And now I'm honestly kind of scared. Like, even in California, we don't have floods right now, but there's all these rumors of how, like, in Vegas, where you're seeing floods this year, it could eventually travel to California and we might see the worst devastation of all. So I hope that doesn't happen. Time will tell. Um, I'm not really prepared for it though, because I don't really, all my belongings will definitely be wrecked. I don't think Fox News is going to start a GoFundMe page for me. And yeah, the only thing that I have prepared for like the next pandemic is like a hazmat suit that I told you guys I purchased. And I don't even know where it is. Um, but I did get it. I purchased some hazmat suits in case we have like another crazy pandemic in the future. I'm excited for the GOT prequel, Jim Rohr says. Um, I honestly feel like I'll watch it, but I probably won't remember half the stuff going on because I don't have the greatest memory, and like a lot of, like, I know Daenerys and Jon Snow, but a lot of the names I think I'm just like not even gonna remember. LOL, I lost everything. I have Game of Thrones whole set, J James says. Oh no, I'm not doing GoFundMe. Wait, what? Are you in Texas too and the flood got to you? It said like, okay, so on Fox News, it says something about North Texas leads to high water rescues, road closures. So is it just like North Texas and it's not happening in South Texas? Dallas flooding disaster declared following rain event. It's just like all this stuff in the last like 16 hours. It's quite wild because again, I've been telling you guys through my videos that I thought, and I've seen posts about this. Like, we've seen posts about this from like major news outlets talking about how California would be the next one after like Vegas. Not so much in Texas. So, guess nobody really knows. Just be happy that you're alive and you have today. Don't waste your time watching my live streams and all my YouTube videos. So yeah, Jay James, like, update me on what's going on. If you are in the northern part, I'll be back on top in a year. Okay, I hope for you. So this is gonna be quick, guys, because I'm trying to like flip my sleep schedule so then I can do more videos because I have a lot of travel videos on the travel playlist on this channel that you guys can check out later when I finally upload more of them. But anyways, my review on The Gray Man, which I finally watched yesterday. And by the way, I saw another movie that I'm totally interested in. It's Lily Reinhart, I think that's her name. It's the blonde girl from Riverdale. Riverdale. I've never seen like an actual movie from her, but I think she's a good actress. I liked her in Riverdale, and I think she has like this number one. At least it says it's number one movie so far. At least that's what it popped up as yesterday when I was trying to watch The Gray Man on Netflix. I think it's something about her, like, it says something about like splitting up her life after she gets pregnant or something. So after, like, right after college, she like gets pregnant, I'm assuming like by accident, and like her life just like completely goes into two parallel parts. So I want to check that out. It looks interesting, it looks different, and I'm more like interested in what this actress can do on the movie screen. So The Gray Man, which I was super excited about because Ryan Gosling, both the Ryans, Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds, I love both of these actors, but I think they're very different actors. Like, anytime I look at Ryan Reynolds, I'm just thinking like, okay, funny comedy. I know he's done serious stuff too, but it's mostly like Deadpool, like comedy stuff that gets to me. Whereas this Ryan Gosling, I always think of him as just like the serious guy. Like, he's funny too. Like, I thought he was really, really funny in The Big Short. I think he's really, really good at acting, but they just like have totally different personalities. And it always shows slightly, I feel like, in the different types of projects that they do. I will not say that for Jared Leto because I think he's insane in a great way for being an actor, because I cannot even like compartmentalize in my brain how Jared Leto is able to be that good that I don't even know who he is sometimes. You can look at someone that like with like just barely any makeup, or sometimes he looks like him and I could tell it's him, but I don't I'm like, who is that? That's how much he scares me with his acting skills. You have to warn us which of your recommendations are chick flicks, CJ says. Well, The Gray Man is not a chick flick, last I checked. But I guess, yeah, the Lily, I think that's her name, Reinhardt, or the movie that I just mentioned that's supposed to be #1 on Netflix right now for movies is probably a chick flick. I mean, it kind of gives it away. I just told you, graduate from college, got pregnant. I don't know. There's really no action to it. Maybe she'll start robbing like banks later. I don't know. There's no action to it from what I understand so far. But I thought The Gray Man, I'm like looking at it on Google right now, but I'm not looking at the ratings. So I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it without being affected by other people's ratings. I thought The Gray Man, I don't regret watching it, but it could only really receive a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Because I don't want to say it was predictable because I still enjoyed it, but like for action films, I just get really annoyed when like I get bored at the action scenes. Like I feel like there's action films where like your focus, like they keep your focus and the action scenes are like clean. Like it's messy because it's like an action fighting scene, but it's clean enough for you to like keep focus. I felt like there were so many fighting scenes, like the scene where they're like in the plane for the extraction and then he was just like rolling around. It was just like so messy and dark that I was getting dizzy by looking at it, so I just started to look at my phone. So that's not good. I feel like when a movie makes me want to look at my phone, like you're taking away focus, right, from the actual film. So I think that for me was not really really good. And then I think the main thing about it that it kind of got to me was Captain America's character. Maybe because Chris Evans, I just see him as Captain America, so seeing him as a bad guy, just like he was good. He was good. He was a good bad guy to the point where like I didn't think he was bad at being a bad guy. I thought he was better at being a bad guy than honestly, I forgot his name, but the Harry Potter actor in the recent film with Sandra Bullock. Yeah, The Lost Island or something, Lost City. I thought that he was better. I thought Captain America being the good guy and Harry Potter being the good guy, like the Captain America guy, Chris Evans, is more of a better bad guy than the Harry Potter. But that is not to say it's like that he's like one of the best bad guys I've ever seen. But he made me dislike him during the movie, which is fine. But he was supposed to like portray this psychotic, crazy person. And I just didn't think he was crazy enough for me. Like, I just feel like if you're going to be like this crazy person that everybody's scared of, I'm expecting you to do things that actually disgust me, like as a bad guy. And I just felt like Criminal Minds, like all the bad guys that I see on there that are portrayed, I guess some of them may be inspired by real life people, unfortunately. Um, there's like a lot more worse bad guys that make me feel sick. Whereas he just wasn't really crazy. Like he plucked one dude's nails, and then I'm like, that's like base level for a psycho person, in my opinion. Um, and it just didn't really add up because I'm like, why would you already kidnapped the niece? Okay, and then that was like you showing how crazy you are, but then you didn't really start with the niece. You started with the guy to like torture him and get what you want. It would make more sense for a bad guy to do something to the person that you know that original person you want to get the information, extract the information from cares about, because that was the whole point of the kidnap. So a lot of it just didn't add up. I feel like there could have been better work. It's not with the acting and whatnot. It's more of just the writing, I feel like, that I didn't love too much. And yeah, aside from that, I still thought it was entertaining. I would just, yeah, 6.5. Like, if you're just bored and you want to watch an action film, do it. Ryan Gosling is still great. He's always like this kind of saddish character. I feel like most of his roles are always kind of saddish. And I liked how they added in the part where Captain America's character called Ryan Gosling's character Kendall. I don't know if Netflix, probably they already knew that he's casted as the future Ken doll, which I'm super, super excited for. Hey, Ken and J. James. Hi there, Henry. Welcome to the stream. Hello, everyone. Gray Man Gosling knew last month before you left. What? So yeah, like this movie came out, I guess, in July. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it since July, but I've just been mostly focusing on traveling and then doing YouTube videos. Kendall, the best. He does look like a Kendall, though. I will say that. The best criminal drama is done by the British. It leaves American crime drama for dead. British series Luther, a good example. Idris Elba is good. Oh, is that on Netflix? I don't think I've ever heard of it. But I know Idris Elba is like one of the best actors ever. I think I really realized that he's a good actor when watching Molly Bloom over and over again. Molly Bloom, or it's called, Molly's Game. Molly's Game is like literally one of my favorite movies of all time. And I thought without him, it wouldn't be nearly as good. Hi, everyone. I finally saw Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh my God, Ken, I thought I was late. Okay, you're worse. Watching Spider-Man No Way Home now is like way later than me watching The Gray Man. But then again, I still did not watch Thor, Love and Thunder yet. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. Like after you've probably forgotten the plot already. But yeah, CJ, I still like American crime dramas because I mean that's Criminal Minds and I love Criminal Minds and I guess NCIS as well. I guess I never really watched British ones unless that whole Sherlock Holmes with like Lucy Liu was a British one. Or was that just American? I don't know. I didn't think that one was that great though. I kind of just like lost interest and didn't watch it. I'm trying to give away a car. Eric the Dream Giver says, "Hi there. Do you know anybody wants a car? So anyone watching this video, please check out Eric the Dream Giver's channel and contact him if you want to get his car that he's giving away. It don't come on Disney Plus because of Sony. Huh. Okay. Wait. Wasn't Evans in a cellular type movie, Women Stuck in a Trunk? I guess I never watched it. I mean, I bet he probably tried to expand, like, just as an actor to, like, try and expand your role so then people don't think of you as, like, just the Captain America good guy. I'm sure he's probably played other bad guys, I'm assuming, but I've never seen it, and I doubt like it was a really, really famous movie because I've never heard of it. Again, James. I always look at IMDb first. I won't watch anything lower than 5. Okay, let me check. Let me check The Gray Man and what other people rated it. I gave it a 6.5. Oh my God. It is actually 6.5 on IMDb. I'm not kidding, guys. I never checked this. 46% on Rotten Tomato, though. So that's a worse score. And Metacritic is 49%, but 88% like this movie on Google, which really makes you wonder, who are the 88% that like this movie on Google? I mean, again, no regrets, but I felt like it was a 6.5 for me. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. Like I said, I have to try and sleep earlier so I can wake up earlier. So this is goodbye, but take care. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye.